Their father was not there to cheer his sons on. Donald Trump not showing up to watch his kids testify in a fraud trial is the Trump family version of not showing up for their school play. Don Jr. went first today and took a page from Dad's book of gripes.
Before even having a day in court, I'm apparently guilty of fraud for relying on my accountant to do, wait for it, accounting.
Here's the thing. Never wait for anyone who says, wait for it. Just leave immediately. Wait for it. No, I'm not waiting for it.
Donald Trump, usually the one causing chaos with his outrageous outbursts on social media, has found himself in the middle of a meltdown over something much more embarrassing than a misspelled tweet. This time, it's none other than Jimmy Kimmel, who, in his signature style, exposed the Trump family's blunders live on TV. And let me tell you, the roast Kimmel delivered was so brutal that even Trump's iconic hair couldn't handle it. It all started with Don Jr., who, in a move that seemed like it came straight out of his father's playbook, whined about his case before even stepping foot in court, claiming that he was already guilty of fraud just because he relied on accountants to do the accounting. That's right, folks. He's trying to defend himself by saying he was relying on the experts, but wait for it, that somehow makes him guilty of fraud. Jimmy Kimmel
Rely on a big five accounting firm, like one of the biggest accounting firms in the world. I can pay them millions of dollars. I rely on them to do accounting, but I'm supposed to know more than them. By this logic, insurance companies are going to start suing patients for listening to their doctors. Right? Do you understand? Like, am I supposed to know more? Oh, Don Jr. doesn't know anything about it. I'm not an accountant. I'm a business guy.
I'm a business guy who had his elbows soldered together. I know.
wasn't about to let that pass without comment. He roasted Don Jr. like a Thanksgiving turkey, turning his ill-advised defense into comedy gold. The audience was in stitches as Kimmel kept turning up the heat, pointing out the ridiculousness of Don Jr., his defense. And just when we thought it couldn't get any more embarrassing for the Trump family, Kimmel set his sights on Eric. Eric Trump, bless his confused soul, became the next target of Kimmel's brutal wit. Known for his lack of charisma, and according to Kimmel, the IQ of a decorative pillow, Eric didn't stand a chance. All Kimmel had to do was mention his name, and the audience was already in hysterics. Kimmel didn't even need a setup to get laughs. Just mentioning Eric's name had the crowd roaring. Then, of course, there was Eric's attempt to defend his father. It was like watching a golden retriever try to explain the stock market, utterly confusing and endearing in a completely unintelligent way.
What is your job exactly? I mean, seriously, besides yelling at your laptop, what is it that you do for a living? What do you write on your tax return, son? Donald Trump Jr. is the only guy in America who claims himself as a dependent. Fox News.
Give me a personal read, if you don't mind, Eric, what you want the audience to understand about how your father processed what happened to him and what he communicated to your kids about what they saw and how it affected him.
Yeah, well, he called me from the hospital. I think that was the first phone call that he made, and obviously let me know he was okay. And it was a kick to the stomach, just to say the least. When you're seeing that, I mean, Chris, you didn't know. Obviously, you saw blood coming out of his face, but you heard multiple shots. You didn't know if he took shots to the torso. You didn't know where else he was hit. You didn't know if any of those agents were hit.
Kimmel played clips of Eric stumbling over his words, not making any coherent points, and the audience ate it up. The punchlines just kept coming, and Kimmel's jokes about Eric's lack of eloquence became the highlight of the night. As if Don Jr. didn't have enough to deal with, he decided to fight back on Twitter. In a desperate, rage-fueled attempt to reclaim some dignity, Don Jr. posted a meme, except he made the rookie mistake of misspelling the word loser in the caption. You can't make this up. The internet immediately roasted him for it. The man was trying to clap back at Kimmel, but his meme misspelled one of the most important words in his post. Talk about embarrassing. But Kimmel...
MAGA turd who has a weird twist on our president's name is Don Jr.
Check this out. Joe Biden, 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 secretly flying. Joe Biden, 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 Joe Biden has dementia.
That's right. He's the one with the dementia. That's right. It's like Like he got bitten by a radioactive morning zoo or something. Joe Biden.
Infringements of amendments. But he ended up sounding like he had never actually read a single amendment in his life. It was like watching a guy try to explain the Constitution while looking like he had just run up 4 flights of stairs. The audience was in hysterics, and the punches kept landing. Kimmel wasn't pulling any punches. The roast only got better when Kimmel switched gears to the Trump family's so-called business ventures, or more accurately,
delivered a roast
their
so
lack of
brutally
ventures.
that even Trump's
Kimmel
hair is
pulled
trying to
up
flee the
side-by-side
scene.
comparisons of
Eric
Trump
is
steaks,
confused.
Trump
Don
vodka,
Jr.
and Trump University, all of which are now defunct. Kimmel couldn't resist quipping, "Imagine failing at selling alcohol to Americans. That's like opening a water stand in the desert and going bankrupt." The crowd erupted with laughter, and Trump's business empire, which he once touted as a hallmark of success, was now the punchline of a late-night joke. The final blow came when Kimmel played a clip of Don Jr. trying to impress his father. In a
He
dramatic
played a clip
voice,
of
Don
Eric
Jr.
trying to
read
defend
aloud
his father,
tweets saying,
stumbling over
"My
basic
father is the
sentences
greatest
like they're
man to
obstacle
ever live."
courses.
Kimmel paused
It's like
and
watching a
deadpanned,
golden
"Somebody get
retriever
this guy
try
a
to
therapy
explain the
coupon."
stock market.
The audience
Kimmel
went
quips.
wild. The
The audience
humiliation was
howls.
complete.
Some